Hello everyone, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. So it's still on our sewing tutorials. Today I'm showing you how to draft your off-shoulder blouse. So it's very easy. Let's get into the tutorial. So on my pattern here, I have I'm going to show you what these lines means. This is Natalie Bray's pattern. So Natalie Bray's pattern, our true bust line is 4 centimeters below the bust line. This is the bust line, this line here, this your armhole line is your bust line. So the true bust line is 4 centimeters below it. Then my underbust is 3 inches below my true bust line. Sorry, I'll be working with both inches and centimeters. I hope you understand. So in my own case, I decide to use 2 inches. I measure 2 inches from the bust line. From this bust line here, I measure 2 inches up. I measure 2 inches here up. Then I made a straight line here. So from this side up, it's not needed. This is the off. This is the side I'm cutting off. It's not needed. So for my neckline at the front, I want it to be very low, like just half of an inch higher than the chest line. So is the neckline is really plunging. It's very low. So I'm doing a sweetheart neckline. So you can see this is my sweetheart neckline. So if I leave this pattern like this, it's not going to sit well on my body. It will slack, because there is nothing holding it at the upper part of my body, like there's no shoulder. So I need to tighten this bust dart. So what do? I double this dart. Whatever value I used when I was drafting this pattern, like in this case I used 6.5 centimeters when I was drafting this pattern, so I'm going to double that value. So here we go. Okay, I'm doubling it 100%. It's called 100% tightening. I'm doubling that value. So let me use my marker so that you can see it clearly. So that is it. I'm doubling that value there. So with what I just did now, it's going to be more firmer on my body when I'm wearing this, my off shoulder. So the next thing we are doing now is we are going to tighten the underbust. If it's going to be a bustier, that means you have to tighten the underbust area. So what do I do now? I will measure from here to here. I'll measure from here to here. Okay, whatever value I have, I'll write it down. In this case now, I have from here to here. I will meet the dots. So here I have 10.8 centimeters. 10.8 centimeters. So like what you do now is you measure around your underbust. Under your underbust, say you have a value of 60 centimeters. That 60 centimeters, you divide it by 4. All right, so whatever you have, 60 divided by 4, of course is 15. So whatever you have, you minus it from what you have here. So what you have here will always be higher than your actual measurement. So for example, if the difference is 3 centimeters, you give more values to this side. This is the center front, this is the side, this is your side front, this is your center front. So you give more value to your side front and lesser value to your center front. For example, if the difference between your underbust and your actual underbust is 4 centimeters, okay, I'll give 3 centimeters to this side. I'll give 3 centimeters to the side. I'll give 1 centimeters to the center front side of the underbust, because this side is already small. You don't want to reduce it too much. Okay, so what we do now is, from this point X is our true bust line. From that, this place now represents your actual bust point on your body. That represents your actual bust point on your body, this place here. So from that point X now, we're going to Alright, I just discovered this method and it's so beautiful. Instead of turning it the other way, you turn it this way. Alright, see what I just did now? But this side will have to be straight. You use a straight, or if you don't use a straight ruler, use like an almost straight ruler. It shouldn't be too curved. Alright, something like this. Then from here now, you connect it back. Alright, you connect it back to your dart, to your waist dart. So that is how to go about your bust tightening. It's that easy. So here now, I won't just leave it like this. I'm not going to leave it like this. I'm going to close up this pattern so that I can smoothen this neckline. If I leave it like this, when sewing, it will not align. So I have to close this. I have to close this dart here. I have to close this dart here. Alright. I have to close it like this. Okay, let me cut it through so that it can sit right. So I'm just cutting it through. I'll just cut it. Alright, okay. So now I'm closing this now. I'm closing this now because I want to make sure that the neckline is well drawn, so that when I join everything together, it's going to align. Okay, so you can see the neckline is no longer the way I drew it. So now I have to redraw it. You see, this is the remaining part of it. So you have to look for a way to make sure that the 2 lines meet somehow. Okay, so let me use my marker to make it clearer. So this is a new line. Now when you sew, this is how it's going to appear. Okay, so now I'm through with the front part of the pattern. Now let's move over to the back pattern. The back pattern, we have to do some form of tightening too at the back. You know, like we leave it like this, so it's not going to sit nice at the back. So at the back we're going to take, at it being this line now is lower, we'll take 1 inch for the full pattern, but for this my half scale, I'm going to take ½ inch. So here now I'm taking ½ inch for my half scale pattern, but for full scale pattern you take in 1 inch. Alright, you take in 1 inch here, but for my half scale here, I'm taking ½ inch here. Then here, very important, you don't have to forget this. For if it's a full scale pattern here, you take 2 centimeters, but for my half scale pattern now, I'm taking 1 centimeter. You can equally use ½ inch. You know, let's not complicate issues much. You can do ½ inch and do 1 centimeter. So all this thing is just to give you some form of tightening. Then what do you do now? You connect here back to your, you see what I did? So let me use this marker so that you can see it clearly. So you connect back. So here now is no longer useful. Is all this thing is to give you tightness around your body, so that when you wear your off shoulder, it's going to be firm on you. So here now, you know, we took out 1/2 inch for our half scale, but if it's full scale, we are taking out 1 inch. So from here now, you have to connect it back to your, you are connecting it back from here to your waistline. Mind you, here is your, like, your straight back. Oh, this line now is your shaped back. So normally I'm not even supposed to show you this line. It was a mistake, so just ignore this line entirely. So from here now, you draw it back to your waistline. So now here is your shaped center back, which you're going to use. And with this line now, your outfit is going to be firm, very very firm on you. So that is it. Now we're going to look at the sleeve. How does the sleeve come in here? You know, you have to, this side here is our back, and this side is our front, and this is the center line here. This is the center line, you know. So what you do is you measure, this is the front side, you measure from here to this point here. Whatever you have from here to here, this point, this, you measure, put your tape measure like this, like this, like this, to that point here where your neckline is starting from. You bring your sleeve, the front side of it too, and you measure too, like I did. That's it. When you get to where that value ends, you mark it down. For example, if it's here, you mark it down. You go to your back line and you do the same thing. You measure down to where your neckline starts, and you do the same thing for your back. You measure and measure, then you get there. So let's say it's here, let's say it's there. You join this line, you join that line together. You join that line together. So when you sew, you attach this side to the back side of your, this side, you attach this side to the back side. So of course you know that you have to add your seam allowance all around. But what I do, like this one is like extra information. What I do is I take my round shoulder measurement, like this is just an extra. I take my round shoulder measurement. So I'll measure this my neckline here, I'll measure this my neckline at the back here. All right, so whatever, then I'll minus it from the off shoulder measurement, whatever I have. Since the sleeve is going to be 2 sides, I'll divide it into 2, then I'll give one side to one side of the sleeve. All right, let's say, okay, for example, after measuring the neckline of the front and the back, I came up with 20 centimeters, and I did my off shoulder, the round shoulder measurement, and I had something like 30 centimeters. When you minus your 30 from 20, you have 10 centimeters left. Okay, you know you're going to attach 2 sleeves, one for right, one for the left hand side. So that 10 centimeters, you divide it by 2, which will give you 5. Okay, it will give you 5. So you measure your 5 centimeters down. If you notice that it's more than 5, you can come here and reduce. If you notice it's more than 5, you can, okay, say you measure is more than 5 and what you are having is 6, that extra 1 centimeters, you need to take it away. You need to, because here we don't need is, want it to be really firm. So what you do is you can minus 0.5 here, 0.5 here, and you connect this way. Okay, and you connect that way. Okay, you connect that way. You're going to cut this place out of it and join it back. Okay, I will show you how to go about it. So now we'll come back to the sleeve. Let me show you how to cut this one here. How to cut this one. So we are cutting now. Okay, we're cutting now. Okay, you cut your dart out. Okay, okay. Okay, here now this is the front. This is the front. You open it. You see the reason for the closing and adjusting is so you can have this line and this line equal. Now if you measure from here to here, you get the same thing as from here to here. So here now you have to cut like this. Okay, so here now if you sew it like this, you will not like the way it's going to look. So you have to bring out your ruler and make sure you blend this point and cut out this pointed edge. Okay, you have to smoothen here out, because if you sew it like this, it's going to be too pointy and you will not like the results. So from here now, okay, now this is our side front here. This is the side front. This is the side front. This is the center front. So this is our front pieces. Let's move to the back pieces. The back pieces here, you might want to like leave it as one piece like this, or you want to do like a princess line too. It's still okay. What you do is you just need to extend this line down here, or you sew it as a dart like this. So whatever you want, you can achieve it from here. Let me just leave it as a dart. Let's just assume we are going to sew this as a dart, so we'll just leave it like this as a dart. But if you want me to show you how to do it as a princess line, I will show you in another video. So this is how I'm cutting this, my off shoulder pattern. This is how I'm showing you. Please guys, I need your encouragement. I need you to subscribe to my channel. I need you to like and share. Please, please, please. I really need it to grow my channel. Thank you. So that is the back. That's the back pattern. This is the back pattern. This is your center back, and this is your side back. All right, so the sleeve now, let me cut and show you what to do. Okay, sorry, I'm still trying to get the lightning right. I just started. I know soon enough I'm going to get everything right. so bear with me. Yeah, I don't really need this side. What I need is this line here. This is what I need. This is what I need. Okay, I'm showing you how to cut. Okay, I don't need that side. So remember this side that we tighten. You have to you know that place now is like a dart, so you need to close it up. Okay, you need to close it up. Either you cut it. Okay, let's do it this way. Okay, you need to close it. You need to close it. If you don't cut this side out, it's not going to stay. So okay, so that place that will tighten at the upper part of it, you need to close it up. So where is my tape, my masking tape? Let me close it so you see what I mean. Okay, so this is your sleeve now. Of course, you know how you join it. You sew it like a normal sleeve, like a normal sleeve like this, then you attach this front side to the front part of it, you attach this back side to the back part of it. So I didn't show you how to shape here. Of course, it's not hard at all. So this is the center part of it. What you do is the circumference of where you like how long. This is the length of the sleeve. I want it to be like an elbow length. This is an elbow length. So you take your elbow circumference like this with your elbow tilt. You take the circumference, round it. Say you have 10 inches, for an example. From this center point you measure 5 inches, 5 inches, 5 inches, 5 inches, and you connect like this. You connect like this. Is my marker finish? You connect like that, and you connect like that. So that gives you your shaped sleeve. Okay. Sorry, I'll make my sleeve tutorial available in case you don't know how to draft your sleeve pattern. So you sew your sleeve the normal way you sew your sleeve. You sew it like this down, and this is the front side of your sleeve. You sew it to the front side of the pattern. The back side, you sew it to the back side. So that is it. That's how to go about your off shoulder. If you don't take this tightening seriously, by the time you finish sewing your pattern and sewing your garments, you will not like the fit of it because it's not going to sit right on your body. So in my channel, I'm trying my best to make sure that I do a lot more of pattern drafting and less of freehand. So like this one now, I use a Natalie Brace pattern. I'm going to make the pattern drafting tutorial available. So for today, it is off shoulder. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.